Hi everybody, it's Dandruff with your news cartridge for Wednesday, April 20th, 2016. Today is kind of a sad day as Microsoft has discontinued the production of the Xbox 360. The servers will remain online and games are still being made, so it's not the death of the console just yet. If that wasn't sad enough for you, the beta for Overwatch will shut down next week as Blizzard gets ready for launch, less than 5 weeks to go. If you're one of the people excited for the Dark Souls board game, then this is great news for you because it was funded in literally 3 minutes. The campaign was seeking just over $70,000 and they're currently sitting with over $1 million. The PC requirements for the upcoming Mirror's Edge Catalyst are here. In fact, right here on your screen right now. Interestingly enough, the game actually requires a controller. Sony has confirmed that two-factor authentication will be added to the PSN. Alright, moving on to some release announcements. Shadow Complex Remastered will be coming to PS4 and PC on May 3rd. Guild Wars 2 has gotten its spring update today. The patch notes are just massive, and you can find them in the description down below, as well as links for sources for all of today's stories. Metroid Prime Federation Forces will release on August 19th in North America and September 2nd in Europe. And then finally, Sometimes Always Monsters, the sequel to Always Sometimes Monsters, will release sometime in 2016, as well as having a new debut trailer. More glitches have popped up in The Division, specifically an infinite money cheat. Let's see how Ubisoft will respond to this today on News Cartridge. We are starting out today with a very touchy subject, and I'm going to preface this by saying, don't do this. If this happens to you, do not handle it this way. There may not be a correct way to handle a situation like this, but this is the wrong way for sure. A streamer by the name of DM Brandon was playing Smite a few days ago when he received a $5 donation and a message that read, TLDR, I tried killing myself last August, discovered your videos once I was released, and Smite has become a positive outlet for me. Thanks. Brandon responded with this.
There are a lot of streamers out there that would appreciate that message. I'm just going to call you an asshole.
And this.
Suicide is not selfish. You are a terrible person. Well, you can find another streamer to watch. Suicide is very selfish.
And this.
If you kill yourself with another person on the planet who cares about you, you're being a selfish prick. If you don't like my opinion about that, you can find somewhere else to watch who's going to tell you that killing yourself's okay. Go fuck yourself, kid.
If you weren't aware, I am a streamer myself and have been personally told this exact same thing from a loyal viewer that I helped them through a suicidal point in their lives. Honestly, I don't feel that I did that, and I think that that person was strong enough and ultimately helped themselves through it, but at the end of the day, so what? Who cares if they think that I helped them through it, if it means that that person can keep going on? It's not a burden, as Brandon stated. Since these remarks, he has left Hi-Rez Studios and decided to stop streaming Smite, saying, I couldn't believe what I said. At the very least, thank you, DM Brandon, for being aware of your mistakes, and I hope that you will start streaming again, as you actually have helped people. That's what the original message was all about. If you need help dealing with suicidal thoughts or actions, there are links in the description down below. Please get help if you need it, please. If you are a victim of one of the bugs that is currently plaguing The Division, then check your account. Ubisoft is giving out Phoenix credits and 10 of each of high-end crafting materials to those who were affected by the disappearing backpack or deleted character bugs. And speaking of bugs, there's more! Couple more actually. There's a way of just using a skill and then rapidly switching your weapons that will increase your gun's DPS. You can then take out any enemy, including bosses, with just a couple of shots. But now that that boss is dead, you have to wait for the incursion to reset, right? Nope. Another glitch will allow you to slide through a wall and then skip the bosses inside while still allowing you to loot them. Because the bosses didn't actually die, the game thinks you didn't kill them, meaning you can keep doing this over and over again. But who needs gear when you can just have infinite money? Just switch between knee pads using the Prosperous talent and you get bonus credits every time you make a headshot. Why am I telling you about these bugs? Because Ubisoft needs to fix your shit. Fix your shit, Ubisoft! Don't worry about how you're going to be punishing these people for using these tricks. Worry about fixing your shit. In the quick spot today is a fast-paced game that we all know and love, Rocket League. The new Hoops mode comes next week on Tuesday, April 26th, and it looks so good! Along with that is a DLC pack of 30 NBA official flags for just $2. And speaking of which, new DLC has been announced, this time both crossing over from other video games, as items from Goat Simulator and Euro Truck Simulator will be finding their way into Rocket League. What type of crossover DLC would you like to see in Rocket League? For me, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. To end today, in the wake of the PS4K, Sony has issued many statements about the relationship that the PS4 will have with the PS4K. It's actually way better than you'd think. All games will now have a mandatory 1080p minimum resolution. The DualShock 4 will always be the primary controller, and any other controllers developed from here on out will work with both. Online communities will play with each other. There will be no separation. Your game saves will carry over between each console. So if you go over to a friend's house with a PS4K and you only own a PS4, you can still access all your data just like you would at home. However, if you own a PS4 and a PS4K at the same time, the same PSN ID can be used, but you must select one as your primary device. If you buy a game, either physically or digitally, you can play it on either system. This includes DLC. No exclusive content to either one. I love that one. All in all, I think that these are very smart guidelines, and while I feel like I should have waited for better hardware for this console generation, I know that my old PS4 won't be put off to the sidelines. For a full list of the guidelines, please see the description down below, and let me know what you think about them in the comment section down below. You know what time it is, and it's time for tomorrow's game releases. For PC, My Night Job, Mythic Wonders, The Philosopher's Stone, Western Press, Battlefleet Gothic Armada, Civ, Leave Me Alone, Frederick, Resurrection of Music, Director's Cut, Epic Clicker Journey, Wolf Flame, Exoplanets, Eternal Destiny, Counterattack, and Midsummer Night. For PlayStation 4, UEFA Euro 2016. Thank you very much, everybody. This has been News Cartridge. I'm Dandruff. I will see you tomorrow. And what do you call 30 paladins in Wintergrass Blake? A bubble bath.